Hello, hello, hello everyone. Welcome back to another video. Alright, let's check it out what we got for you right now. We have a quite nice looking little Renault that's not known in many parts of the world. And when I say by this is the following. This is a 19, I will say actually it's a 2002 143 scale Renault Clio symbol. Now this car right here, Renault Clio symbol, it was basically produced for markets that were more interested in the not so much in the hatchbacks, but more like in the sedans. So Renault Clio was a very popular model for Renault, but in some countries they like the sedans more, very popular sedans. So this model specifically was never sold in Western Europe. It was never sold in Western Europe because it was more for the other markets around the world. I love this. It's a shame that couldn't sell this model in Europe. I'll say Western Europe. They should have. I think it would have been very successful. The same way, it's quite strange how Renault works. I'm trying to sometimes understand the brand. And I'll tell you why. They didn't want to bring the Renault Clio symbol to Western Europe, but then they want to bring the Dacia Sandero, which is Dacia. We know it's part of Renault, and also the Dacia Logan, which was the one before. I think it was also sold in Western Europe, but they didn't want to bring the Renault symbol. Not sure why. Maybe because it would have been competition within the same brand. I don't know. But maybe this would have been more accepted. Because just having the name Clio in it, people already associate with the Clio hatchback. And, it was quite very well sold in some markets. But I'm not really sure why they did that, but if anybody that works in Renault, let me know, because I didn't fully understand. Now, the Renault symbol came out in late 1999, and it came with the second generation Renault Clio model. Like I said before, this is the 2002 because it's a facelift model. There are two generations. First generation that came out in 1999 until 2008, and also then it has it as 2008, and then actually there's a third generation in 2013 also. Now the the Renault Clio symbol, it was also produced in I'm sorry, I just blanked out for a minute because I was looking at the car itself. It was also sold as the Nissan. Nissan also made this model for the. This actually was for the Mexican market, which they were. I forgot the name of the actual. It was Nissan Platina, that was sold in as a Nissan Platina in Mexico. Actually, in other parts of Southeastern Europe and Central Europe, this was actually called the Renault Talia, which I love because I don't know they always put so many different names. It depends on what country they sell in the car. It's just trying to figure out why they don't just keep one name worldwide. I think symbol would have been perfect, but hey, it's okay. And now Nissan, I know Nissan and Renault have connections. I know Nissan in Mexico is very well accepted. They have, if we all know, the Nissan Sentras, the old school, like the 1990s Sentras, they were very well sold in Mexico. They used them as taxi cabs. They used to call them, they call them still now, Nissan Tsuru, I think, and they use them as taxi cabs a lot. and it's a car that was very well accepted. So that's what I'm thinking why they made this model as a Nissan. In Mexico, Nissan is a lot more powerful than Renault itself. Engine wise, they had them as a 1.2, 1.4, and a 1.6 petrol. They also had a petrol's gas engine. Also has a petrol flex fuel. A lot of the emerging markets, they use flex fuel because it's cheaper. And that was a 1.0 and a 1.6. And then if you weren't happy with none of those, you also had the diesel engines. 1.5 and 1.9 diesel engines. And transmission wise, you had a 5-speed manual and a 4-speed automatic if you did not enjoy driving stick shift. Alright guys, so I'm going to let this car go around a few times and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so what do you guys think about this car? Like, for my friends that live in Western Europe, would you rather have seen this car also in your market as an option for people that did not want to have a hatchback, but they like the Renault Clios, especially like the front end, which is quite attractive for a little car? Or you say, you know what, better. We have enough little economy sedans to have another one. I think it would have been a good addition. Unfortunately, in United States and in Canada, we do not have Renaults. Not even the Nissan variant came into USA or Canada. But let me know, guys, was this car ever sold in your country, like other markets around the world? Uh, if there were they reliable? Were they as reliable as the Renault Clio hatchback? Do you still see them on the road? Don't forget to please give me a beautiful thumbs up, which I always appreciate. It shows me that you guys are enjoying these videos as much as I'm enjoying making them. And believe me, guys, you have to enjoy these videos for you to make them, because otherwise, for someone that does not care about diecast or resin models or cars altogether, because this is actually a car, actually in a diecast, but it's exactly the same as a regular car. It has all the not regular features like the engine. I'm talking about the style, the look, and I really like those things. I'm a car collector. I love cars, and I think when you cannot afford hundreds of classic cars in your garage because you don't have the space or the money, then I think diecast or resin is a great addition. Alright guys, so take care of yourselves more than ever, and goodbye. And don't forget to subscribe. Have a great rest of your day, morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye.